for y'all. Match prison time to person.
You're good now though, right? Because this is on camera.
Full-time.
Hello.
What's your name?
I'm Eddie Purpose.
My name is Raymond.
Have you ever done any prison time?
I have been to prison. One sentence a year and a day.
At 16 years old, I actually left school to go commit a robbery and ended up serving 12 and a half years for that crime.
My dad was in prison all of my teenage years and got out when I was an adult.
What did he do?
Non-violent drug charges.
What did you go to prison for?
Some family, somebody was messing with my sister and, you know, I handled my business and got locked up.
If you knew me in middle school, you might have hear me say that like my dad was dead, because that's what I told people at first, because I was ashamed.
I got out when I was 31, and I had a desire while I was in there to start my own organization to focus on young people and help try to prevent individuals from taking the same path that I took by just, you know, having a mentor there, having somebody who cares, and provide them with various services.
Today, you're gonna guess how long people have been in prison.
Okay.
I'm ready.
All right, you nervous at all?
No, not even a little bit.
Looking at that list, you'll assign a number of years they did in prison.
2-5-23. Whew. That's some time, bro.
Even just the like comparatively lower 7 years that my dad was in caused such a physical toll on every aspect of him.
Have everybody come on out.
It's good.
What's up, man? I'm Eddie, man.
Myron, come on forward.
Why he only
What's up, Myron?
shake one hand?
How many prisons have you been to?
4.
What types of programming or positive things did you do to help yourself become better?
I did every single class that they offered in the facility, and I did every single workout class. Actually, I taught every single workout class after that.
Oh, Myron did some time now. Yeah.
What do you do for a living right now?
I work for myself. I have a few companies. One that make the most money, enjoy the most. I'm an artist.
Were you able to do art while you were incarcerated?
I was. Actually, I started painting in prison. Really, that's where my art career started. Because if
That's
you
so
were
crazy
locked
that,
up for
like-
20, 30 year life or whatever, and you ain't seen your kids,
And you can
you
somebody can
got
draw it,
pictures,
yeah,
right? And I put
yeah.
you in
Oh, you
there
just
with
give
your
us the
kids
answer.
or with your mama that passed away or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
People drawing stuff for you in there
Yeah.
is tight.
Yeah.
You want that.
When you re-enter society, what was one of your biggest challenges and why?
being around people.
How long did it take you to adjust?
I feel like I'm still adjusting. People act like out on the street like they're all civilized and there's people in prison all, you know, monsters and shit. People out got no respect for boundaries. It just, I mean, you know, it's crazy. Is it hard to come up with a number?
Yeah, it's hard to come up with a number.
I think I'd
it's
say
more
like-
than 7 months. For
I'd say like,
I would say 13 years.
yeah,
say
13
And why 13?
or like 20.
I don't know, I'm
so.
just guessing.
I was gonna say, because he didn't even ask that many questions.
I was just guessing.
Thank you, Myron. 5 years. Absolutely. All right, yeah, you can.
5 years is crazy. I have to be double digits. Like,
I don't think
I'll
you
say
did
13 or
23, man. I don't think you're old enough. How old are you?
26.
26. So he didn't, unless you got booked when you was 3 or something. But
Are you comfortable telling me what you did to get in? You can say no.
I sold drugs to a cop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it wasn't that good. It wasn't. No. I am not proud of it.
are you just going up to people in the club like, hey, you want to buy some coke?
I had the drug and gang task force of my county storm my house and search the whole place. And luckily, I was
sell
able
it to him,
to
nigga,
get
story
out
time.
and get a lawyer and get it fought and actually have a fair case.
Fair case, but you still sold the drugs
I
to the po-po.
still
So
got narked on.
What was the first thing you ate when you got out?
Red Robin, pineapple, teriyaki bonsai burger.
How did your body handle that?
They would love it.
I'm just thinking about like how much food
Nigga
messed
looks
up
like
my
a-
dad when he got out. Every time he tried to eat anything that wasn't like plain chicken breast, it messed him up and it hurt his stomach. And
It's
he
just like super processed and really low quality, so you get that real meat and fat in you. It's over.
yeah.
What did re-entry look like for you?
It wasn't as hard for me as it was for others. Because I kept in contact with a couple of people. I was able to get back to a steady work right away and have a pretty good support system.
Nah, don't believe in
The
that nigga.
fact
ain't
that
no
he
bitch. He
stayed
ain't never
in
went to jail.
contact with multiple people.
Just passing through.
I think I can tell, yeah.
Just passing through.
Yeah. My man did 7 months.
I'm gonna give him the 2 years.
You're young, the way you responded to food, I would go 2.
All right. Thank you.
7,
Nice to meet
2.
you.
That looks like a prison. Is that a prison tattoo?
That's actually not.
It's not. What? Do you have any prison tattoo?
I do.
Are you comfortable telling me what you did to go in?
Bro, stop
Robbery,
asking me like.
Resberg, possession, theft.
Ray, can you try to speak up for me?
Robbery, Resberg, theft, assault, possession,
Slay.
trafficking.
Oh, wow.
Trafficking.
Did you have a drug problem back
What
then or something?
trafficking?
You did, yeah. You doing good now though? I'm
doing good now.
Yeah. Did your family hold you down?
I didn't really have them to hold me down, you know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
My mom would send me $10 here and there, you know?
Were you in a relationship?
Yeah, I was.
I'd say
like,
13 years for this nigga.
But they
For the
didn't-
first nigga, 20 something.
Probably
years.
were gone for a while. If they didn't want to wait, maybe.
I was a dirtbag.
Okay. He's a dirtbag, but still, like 7 months, you might hold a dirtbag down. I don't know, man.
How many prisons have you been to?
I think 7.
What indication of?
If you've been to multiple prisons, for me, 9 times out of 10, you've done multiple years. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 5.
It was a violent crime. The girl left you because you was a dirtbag or whoever it was. So I'm gonna say 13.
I'm thinking 10 years seems reasonable
Oh,
given the
there's 10.
information
I don't
was
see the
given.
options.
Alright.
They should always have
We'll
the
take it.
options
10
out,
years.
bro.
Nice meeting you.
Now it's I think this might be the big numbers, or else I got the big numbers wrong already. So we gonna see.
It's okay to be wrong.
It's okay to be wrong.
What's up, bro? Good to see you, man.
Oh,
We obviously know each other. I forgot
Let's say that part. Like we were in the cell together.
we was literally in this cell together.
This is when he used to think he was the R&B artist. You still
Yeah.
think you're an R&B artist?
I still
Oh, these niggas know each other from jail?
What did you do to go inside if you're comfortable telling me?
Could I just say it involved a gun?
Yes.
Okay. Was it a violent crime?
Violent and drug related.
And violent and drug related.
When I went into prison, I was a gang member. I was violent. I was young, and I made impulsive and poor decisions. Today, I'm an adult. I'm a father first and foremost.
Come on, yeah.
As of Monday, that's
Congratulations.
As of Monday,
What
beautiful.
do you do for fun?
snowboard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I love snowboarding.
Yeah.
This nigga look like he been in jail for a long time.
What was the
bro.
food like?
The food was awful.
What did you eat when you first got out?
When I first got out, my brother tried to take me to a chain restaurant, but I disagreed to. I wanted to eat some home cooked food, so he cooked me some good Laos food at home.
How was it,
was-
on your body?
It was terrible on my body, but amazing on my lips.
Okay. Sorry, not that it was terrible on your body, but I'm just glad that what I read wasn't incorrect.
What was one of the biggest lessons that you learned?
Coming to terms with racism in America. I went inside of prison, I just thought that it was my family's failing, my community's failing, and my individual failing. Prison taught me to look beyond that. Gave me an understanding that it's just not about my individual choices, it's about systems that are in place.
So I think I got a number. I'm going because your
20
age,
plus.
Oh man, he age discriminated.
your family. I'm almost there too. I'm almost 40, so I get it. It's all good. But I think maybe when you were in your 20s, you got in some trouble. So I think it's 23 years.
We can get silly. I'll go 23.
I know that this
Yeah,
guy,
20 plus.
has really turned his life around in a huge positive way. That being said, he did 23 years.
All right, I love you.
Love you
Good to
too,
see you. I'll
bro.
talk to you afterwards.
Absolutely.
All right.
Howdy.
Howdy. Do you get in a lot of trouble?
Yeah, well, not anymore.
And not anymore?
Not anymore.
What crime did you commit that sent you to prison?
Drugs.
Some drugs.
What was the first prison that sent you to?
Well, I went to county jail and then I did some time at federal.
Feds. Big old drugs. That sent you to feds, yeah.
Do you think that you were given a good deal?
Yes and no. So based on the amount of drugs I got caught with, I did way too much time. But based on what they could have charged me with, I did all right.
Was the judge kind to you?
I guess. The prosecutors were not kind to me.
The prosecutors are not kind. They're never kind. But the judge, depending on your race and stuff, can be lenient, or they can be like, you're a piece of shit and talk to you very badly.
Do you think that you've been given the proper amount of opportunities now that you're out to be more than prison?
Yes and no. I mean, I did find it kind of hard to find a job for a little bit. Even a lot of ones that I was very qualified for. The only reason I actually got the job I have is because they didn't fully do a background check.
Did you remain in contact with multiple family or friends? while you were incarcerated?
Oh, the
as many as I
prosecutor
thought.
is the
Mainly
lawyer.
just my parents.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking?
Well, usually the more time you do, the more people fall off. And so I would have put 5 for Matt.
I think you did 7 months.
All right.
Why was your first
I think he did more than
you
7.
get in a lot of trouble?
It's just, he doesn't look like he gets in a lot of trouble, man. I mean, the howdy? Come on, man. No offense, I'm not like...
What do I have left?
You have 10.
Okay. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Marv.
What is something you like to do for fun?
Snowboard.
There's only one more, but I did do some time with Marv. I thought it was 8, but how old was you when you went in?
21.
What kind of crime did you commit?
Violent.
Violent crime. Did you have, like, weapon enhancements, anything like that?
Yes.
What is a weapon enhancement?
It just means like you committed a crime, you have a weapon, it's like an enhancement. There's gang enhancements, weapon enhancements. I don't know if it doubles the time.
does it-
I
Or
got an extra 5 years.
5 years, yes.
Yeah, I got friends in there right now that have like got sentenced to robbery for like 12 years, but got over like 60 years of gun enhancement.
Yeah. It's not fair.
It's my last number, so I'll give you 5.
I'm gonna say 10.
It was a violent crime. He got a weapon enhancement. So, yeah, I think that would double his time. So 10 years.
It's up in the air with Ray and Matt. I feel like they could be split.
Okay. You want to flip them?
I can't.
Hey, you gotta go to
imagine,
exercise.
like, throwing away your 10 years of your
Okay,
life.
let me go Ray with 5 and Matt with 2.
All right. So show of hands. Who did Raymond guess correct?
Imagine that, bro.
Okay. I knew it. I knew this one.
Yeah, it makes sense. I'm no expert.
Take a look. Take a look.
Oh,
Oh, this.
I guess I'm all right? Come on, man. Yeah.
Why is the
I
guy
mean,
not
I don't know
raising
if
his
that's a
hand
good
at the end?
All right. Well, let's talk about it. Myron, please step back out.
Do you think the number you got was
did
fair
13
for
years?
what you did?
Absolutely not, but I would never take my prison experience back. You know, just all those qualities that I gained and the person that I am today, I wouldn't be that person if it wasn't for that.
What was the biggest lesson you learned?
Such a
It's
prison
imperative
outfit.
to
Like,
surround
I
yourself
just got out
with
of prison
people
outfit.
that will hold you accountable and people that you can sharpen yourself with. You know, I got my degree. I did my art. I worked out every day, like 4 hours a day. You know what I mean? Like I learned how powerful of a person I am as a person, but I also learned how powerful we are as a people, period, together.
Appreciate you, my man.
Thank you, Myron.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
I
Myron.
guess 2 years for you? How wrong was I?
You were high.
Okay. You were
7 months. I guess 7 months.
Okay,
I started to get 7 months.
You did 7 months in the joint, got out.
Changed person. Changed person.
What does change look like?
Clean and mentally strong.
What are you doing now?
I work 2 different jobs. One job in construction, and I work at a really nice restaurant.
I said 2 years, 7 months. And you think that's because what? It's like your first time. You are
It
white.
was my first offense, yes, but I also was proactive before and did like treatment.
So you followed all the steps they told you.
Yeah,
to follow.
yeah, basically.
Have you been in trouble after that?
Nope, scotch free.
Stay free, and that's what's up, man.
I did not guess you correctly, right?
Honestly, I'm surprised that you guys all guessed high because I always get like, you've been to prison? Like,
What is it about you that surprises people?
I basically spent my entire time out in college and then I became an engineer. My mom definitely held it down like right in the beginning, you know? I went in with a real bad attitude and just got really involved in politics and like made my time worse.
What does that mean? You got really involved in politics?
Prison politics.
Yeah, prison politics.
Prison politics, social structures.
I went in and I got out and I went right back and I was like, I'm probably gonna be in here for a minute, you know, that's what I'm doing. So I just like, was like, how do I get in one of these gangs? Like, what are you trying to do, you know?
Who were you before you went in, and who are you today?
Tofi
When
was
I went
good.
in, I was a taker, and now I consider myself someone that like puts back.
How do you put back?
I also work with a bunch of nonprofits in the reform space, and then I participate in 12-step program because I had a drug problem, you know, and like so I do a lot of service with that.
Good, man. Congratulations to you.
Hello. Did I guess you correctly?
Yes, you did.
It happened when you were young?
Yeah, I was 15.
At 15?
Yeah.
Straight to the
I was
pen.
on the main line at 16 years old.
What the fuck? They didn't even give you juvenile life or nothing. You didn't. Damn.
What were some other positive programs that you connected yourself to while you was in prison?
In regards to the programs that were available, but mostly was the higher education programs, right? Like a lot of the men behind me.
15 years ago, I was 5. Like the gap between me, oh my, I can't even wrap my head around it. The gap between me as a 5-year-old and as a 20-year-old, this nigga was in jail the whole time. It's starting to scare me to even think about it, bro. The gap between me being 5 years old to 20 now is the amount of time this nigga spent. He spent 23 years in prison. He has been in prison longer than I've been alive. Try to think about when you were 6. Nigga was still in prison. Oh my fucking God. I don't know. I can't comprehend.
Got our degrees.
I can't comprehend.
Pursued higher education. That's what they always had in place.
I actually can't comprehend it
if these young people would have had those resources to get a higher education out here, then they wouldn't have to get educated while incarcerated.
What are you doing now?
I get my income from doing work through Rooted Community. We support folks coming home from incarceration with housing, employment. I was formerly the president of API CAG. I was hoping you asked about this more than anything.
I read apricot and didn't read it a second time. Oh my goodness. I misread it.
API CAG is Asian Pacific Islander Cultural Awareness Group. They're led by incarcerated men inside. We're an advocacy group. I've been released now for 6 years, and I'm continuing to support the work and do the work on their behalf. When they first bring us into prison, they classify you. They ask you what's your race and ethnicity. A lot of people had to mark API. Fast forward in a racist prison system, everybody that marked themselves as API, DOC considered them a gang. Yep. No matter what, you're a gang. Well, you told me to mark API. That was the only category you gave me. We, as people that wanted to do positive stuff in the community, wanted to change, the way people looked at it and perceived us, and lessen the impact when we go home, and try to fix the harms we cause, right? Mm-hmm. I think the one thing we didn't name in this, and he didn't name, is that a lot of the men that's obviously white in here had the lesser of the time. And the impacts was probably different on them than the impacts on us.
So then that raises my question. What is the solution?
Think about restorative practices, under-resourced communities. Give people what they need.
That's good. Appreciate you, man.
Yep.
2 years, right?
That's
I said
right.
7 months. See,
I wish I did 7 months.
I
Tofi said on
misjudged.
God.
So what did you do?
What did I do?
Yeah.
Or what did I get charged with?
Yeah.
I got charged with possession of MDMA with intent to distribute.
So you were partying and then just selling it on the side, kicking it?
I don't know. I was a full-time drug dealer.
You didn't have to say all that. Damn. You're good now, though, right? Because this is on camera, right?
What did you do to keep yourself sane?
Just having a lot of free time to read and sort of figure out myself and just kind of meditate. I've learned a lot of things about myself with the amount of time that I did.
That would be crazy. 2 years isolated from the world, you do learn a lot about. Tofi, on some real shit, are you lying?
A book called Shantaram.
What's it about?
It's about this Australian guy who escapes from a really bad prison in Australia, and then he goes and lives
They let you have that?
And then he goes and lives in India, and then becomes an Indian gangster. It's really good.
What do you think about the judicial system?
Super inconsistent. He was talking about how the white dudes got lesser time. That's a fact. If I was a person of color, man, I would have been screwed.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, man.
What was your experience?
That shit was ass.
Yeah.
It was trash. It was an opportunity to really see how corrupt the system is. I mean, it's just a continuation of slavery, making money off black and brown people. It's really hard not to draw a direct correlation between people that used to be employed to catch slaves to people that are now police that are employed to lock up black and brown people.
Right. Millions of jobs that people receive based on the backs of those who are incarcerated. Absolutely.
For the last 5 years, I've been working in organizations specifically helping mentor young black youth, give good positive role model examples, really change the narrative, change some of the ideas and perspectives. One of the students asked me the question, were you terribly harmed or in trauma before you went in prison? And for me, no, I was just black. First time I went to jail, I went to prison.
Damn.
I graduated high school, never joined no gang, I don't have no fucking tattoos, got plenty of family support. I was just black.
Well, I'm glad you're here today, man.
Thank you for sharing.
Man, I want to give it up for all these guys, man.
Bro, what'd you do then? What do you mean I was just black? You committed a crime. What was the crime, dude?